Okay, back. Lemsip is on. We are here. So, Alexa, open. Stop. What did I call it? Alexa, open weather station.
The temperature in Florida is currently 24
just the first
degrees
one.
Celsius.
Alexa,
75.
What is the temperature? No, Alexa, cancel. Stop. Exit.
Sorry, an error occurred.
Alexa, exit. Alexa, open weather station.
The temperature in
Alexa,
Florida is currently...
What is the weather in Bermuda?
The temperature in Bermuda is currently 28 degrees Celsius.
Alexa,
82.4.
What is the temperature in Florida?
The temperature in Florida is currently 24 degrees Celsius or 75.2 degrees.
What is the temperature in Disney World? No, it doesn't know temperature.
Sorry, an error occurred.
Alexa, what is the weather in Disney World?
The temperature in Disney World is currently 24 degrees Celsius or 75.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa, stop.
Sorry, an
Alexa,
error occurred.
Exit. So she's erroring because she doesn't have an error that actually errors, or she doesn't know what stop is. So we added in that lovely bit of code at the bottom, which I haven't actually used because I didn't put anything in there. But what we should have... Weather station. We have... What I heard was Florida. What it resolves to is Florida. What I heard was Disney World, and what this resolves to is Florida. So, using the slot value, using a synonym, but using them in different ways. You're still getting the same data. They don't know. Equally, which one were we going to go with? Paris equals long that for Paris. That resolve to long that. Don't need the end, don't need the degrees. Is Paris, so need that. Need that. We don't need any of this anymore. We don't need her to go off and do any of that bit. We don't need it to be asynchronous. We're just going to have her now say, welcome to your weather station. Where can I tell you about? I know, let's give us some, I know Paris, Florida, and Bermuda. Just don't know where to do that. We're going to come through. We've got Paris here. We're going to do this in a better way, hopefully towards the end. Else if equals Paris. I'm just going to look up that. Use this bit of code, so request.log. I think I need to chuck it in at the end, that's what I missed. So we have an interceptor. This is going to make my life a lot easier with problem solving. Error handler, request interceptor. It's going to request everything that goes in using that. I missed that before. We want a stop intent. Let's just nick one that I've got from a previous one. Slot value. just so this thing closes out properly. We've got session end, we've got the error, stop handler, if it's stop or cancel. Don't need any of that bit. We just want her to say, see you again. And put the proper quotes. So we got see you again, get response, doesn't do anything. We don't have a stop handler added to this, so we just have to make sure he's mentioned at the bottom. Neighbours have now started drilling and vacuuming and everything, and oh my god. So I know Paris, Florida and Bermuda. We don't need to do anything. I haven't mentioned Paris. I needed to change that. It's grayed out. Equals Paris. Paris mentioned, goes through, he can go, it's not raining in Paris, weather handler, yeah, so we'll add it in just so it knows, I know that's all working. Yeah, we'll come back in a minute and see what this is doing. Just need the lambda really. Okay, bye. Okay, welcome back. So where I'm going to start everything. LambZip has been procured because my brain is seriously slowing down now. Alexa, open weather station.
Welcome to your weather station. Where can I tell you about? I know Paris, Florida, and Bermuda.
What is the weather in Paris?
The temperature in Paris is currently 20 degrees Celsius. Or
Alexa,
68 degrees.
What is the weather in Disney World?
The temperature in Disney World is currently 24 degrees Celsius or 75.2
Alexa,
degrees Fahrenheit.
Stop.
Sorry, an error occurred.
Stop isn't working still. Alexa, exit.
Sorry, an error occurred.
Alexa, exit. You speak to the phone sometimes. So that's doing it now for Paris, Bermuda and things. And so you can kind of get to grips with what's going on here. I'm going to figure out, yeah, this was just for demo. I'd sit here for a few more minutes and figure out what the hell's going on and probably come up with a better way of doing that. But my head just isn't in it at the moment. And I really just wanted to kind of rush through things. See how we can stitch things together. The point of that was really to show the spoken value and the resolved name value, how they work together. Hopefully we have, if we go into our CloudWatch, on our weather station, we've got, so before, we were just getting this when it worked. So, didn't work, stop message didn't work, and with that bit of code for the error handling, we now get this. It's a lot better, and so we get through, we see the request envelope, we can go through and go, oh, okay, the person said Paris, we've matched that, because we've matched that, we can send them to the weather intent, and what I heard was Paris, it was off to Paris, load of other billing things. The stop message is not defined. I said stop. Amazon.stopIntent was hit. Stop handler, stop intent. If it is an intent request, that's that or that. Handle, response stop builder. Did I put stop it? No, stop intent. Stop intent. Oh, the exit handler's on the stop intent, that's why. So yeah, so this one's just designed to exit And we got stop message from the other one, which is why it's all crashing out. Where's my exit? There's no exit there. Let's just get rid of that. That's not really needed. So session end is just going to end for the reason the stop's going to stop. She's going to say see you again. Error's always going to run. Sorry, an error occurred. That sounds terrible. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Could you repeat what you said? Wrong kind of quotes. No, can't. I just want one of them. What do you think? One of the ones we kind of ask, oh, welcome to Weather Station, what can I tell you about? I know Paris thing is fodder. You won't have to say everything. Let's just make it so people could just go in and say location. They could do what's the temperature in location, tell me about location. So each of them go through, we'll save that and bring that across. So we should now have, tell me about location, what's the temperature in location, Paris, they could just shout out, what's the weather in Paris, what's the weather in Disney World behind, stop intense, thing intense, weather station to name, yeah, come back again. A lot of this is sitting around. There's better ways to test, we'll get into that later, but this is probably how you're going to run to start with. Gas deploy console.log. We've also updated the thing, so let's just bring it all up to speed. See you again. Hello. So, Kilda, Alexa, open weather station.
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
I imagine it's something you're going to hit quite a lot. We can now go into my logs. Let's just refresh them, get the latest one. Module.compile anonymous, so it's something to do with one of my reference errors isn't working. That's Paris, that's Paris. Yeah, I suck at this. Oh, I know what it is. Got rid of our exit handler. Let's take it out. Let's just update Lambda. See how that works. Back again. Alexa, open, stop. How to call her again? Alexa, open weather station.
Welcome to your weather station. Where can I tell you about? I know Paris, Florida, and Bermuda.
Paris.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Paris.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Disney World.
The temperature in Disney World is currently 24 degrees Celsius or 75.2 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind speed is 6.0
Alexa. Bermuda.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Alexa, what's the weather in Paris?
The temperature in Paris is currently 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind speed is 6.7 miles per hour.
Alexa, what's the temperature in Paris?
The temperature in Paris is currently 20 degrees Celsius.
Paris.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Alexa, stop.
See you again.
Hey, there we go. So she doesn't like Paris on its own, and you'll find this quite a lot. If you just make it so people have to say one word to her. Did I put it in? Let's see. Yeah, location. I can do tell me about what's the temperature in, what's the weather in. On its own, what's happening? Yeah. It's just not picking it up. So the request envelope, she's just not seeing. What if I say, what's the weather in Disney? What's the weather in Paris? It's pointing at the weather intent. And you'll find this quite a lot, that she's likes to be given a bit of text beforehand, unless you're on yes, no, and things like that. Yeah. I'm going to leave this here, because with waiting for things to upload, I think I'm on about 2 hours, so let's see what this reduces down to. I'll probably try and find somewhere to stick the code up, just so you can find it. I said, this is, again, not the best code, but it was just like, hey, you can build something, you can see how you can then start to reuse it. So, you know, you could change your weather to different ones. You don't have to use currently. There is the hourly. You can take the summary of what's going to be happening, and there is a ton of information. Just be aware that the time is not that easy to work with. You just have to figure out how to change the time from whatever it is, Unix standard time or the thingy one. But yeah, you can just watch me scroll like mad. Yeah. Hopefully you might have just seen how things kind of go together. We built something that works, hit a few errors along the way, added things to it, took things away, stripped it down, and, you know, it does the job. The next thing you could do is you'd really start fixing this so it goes off, and if you say a city or place, then you would get the coordinates, and then that would pump it into each one. I've kind of broken it apart really. I just want to take, if it's this, then the coordinates are, or do a lookup, which would be a much faster way of doing this. But it was just to kind of build on there of start with your home address or wherever, and you can have your own weather station or places you go to. Yeah, so any questions? Hopefully it's been worthwhile. I'm going to roll this back and make it so I've got one that says weather station as well as detailed weather, as I called her originally. Yeah, see you all again. Have a good day. Enjoy whatever lunch break or evening or whatever you're doing. Bye.